Morning. I think sometimes it's a good idea to do very quick preparatory sketches. Forgive the heart. I had entertained a couple of young females yesterday, aged 9 and 10.5, visiting. They wanted me to do a quick painting, so I just did that with just a mop, just a number 6 mop. But I think it's a good idea to occasionally have a go at designing. I'm sure a lot of you do. Make a design and then just pencil it in roughly on your paper. This is a piece of Saunders £200 weight. So we'll have a low horizon, but I know what I want to do. Just want to lift. I can find out where. There it is. Otherwise, I'm trying to get the perfect angle or the perfect setup for these watercolours, and I've not succeeded yet. If I put that on there, then that on top, it stops my hand from catching on the corner of whatever that bit's called. Right, let's just come down there. Okay, right. So just do a quick. I don't want to put it in the middle as it is there. Just keep it on one side. And being right-handed, I sort of. Just a very, very simple drawing of like a barn. We have a chimney coming up out from a log burn or something inside. Get your roof lines parallel. This is essentially a tree painting. It seems to be fashionable at the moment for artists to demonstrate the painting of trees. We'll put the path here. Large door, black door. Nothing too difficult. Just a very, very simple rural scene, but showing well, not happy about that. I'll change that. We'll find me rubber. There it is. Just a simple boxy shape for a barn. This is a tree picture, so let's get that. Waiting for a lot of rain to come. It's starting. I'm talking about South London here. We haven't had much rain, but we did get a torrential downpour for 45 minutes last Friday. And so this is a sort of a tree picture. So we'll just put in some tree, one behind here, and then some background. So very, very simple. This is sort of for beginners. We can put a bit of a window in there. Okay, so I'm using mop brushes for this. Now that's a number 6 Renaissance squirrel, but from Pro Art. Pure squirrel, highest quality. And I've got a number 4, and I've just ordered from Curtis Ward a 000 that Alan Owen uses a lot of. I was chatting to him earlier, and there's a lot of difference in prices for these things. The Isabi number 6 has more hair in it. It's a longer brush, but it hasn't quite got the point of the Renaissance, the Pro Art. But this is a French one. It's a very good quality. Well, I'll use that to rough in the sky. So I'll just wet bits of this, and then I'm using my new little palette with a thumb hole. Look. And I've got some ultramarine. This is Jackson Artist quality, and I'm going to use a bit of Windsor in there. So let's just do something like a summery sky, and then just dab in a bit of lighter blue as you come down to the horizon, and we'll put in some bit of let's have a bit of raw sienna in there. Raw sienna, oops, don't want blue raw sienna, just want a bit of that. I haven't cleaned my brush, have I? Right, just a bit of paper in there. This is a nice palette. It only cost just over £4, including VAT and postage, which I thought was pretty good. So, you can use burnt sienna or light red. Just bring that right down to there, don't they mingle a little bit. So let's have a bit of sienna in there. I'm a great believer in using the largest brush possible. That's light red. Well, light red's okay, it's not too dissimilar to sienna. Just a little bit of gentle warm. Okay, just lift off the surplus. I'll put a little bit of that colour up here. Right, let's put in a bit of cloud, just a darker version we've got with that light red. Nice sky colour, just not sure if that is going to be a good sky or not. That's when it's critical, and I got it wrong there. Okay, well that'll do. I can go over that when that's dry. Right, let's put a bit of green in. I've got a bit knocked up here. A bit of raw sienna. Just initial wash. Just a track going up to the door. Just a bar on there, really. Right, that's a basic wash. That's a right mess, isn't it? Anyway, we'll let it. Well, I'll dry it off and see if I can put a nice dark cloud there. Never say never. I don't think it helps by me trying to paint dry and just wetting bits of it. So I'll just go over that with a darker. Right, it's just Roland Hilder would do a lot of this. He would do wash on wash on wash. You can wet some of it and just weaken it a little bit. Okay. So now I've got what we call a complicated sky. It's wash on wash. What he would do if he wanted a really bright spot in the sky, he would paint a wash, like raw sienna or burnt sienna, light, and then he would, as it's drying, he would blot it and then dry it, then he would go over it again and do the same. So you didn't get a white patch, you got a patch surrounded by darker graduated washes. It was a very beautiful, a marvellous watercolour painter. Right, let's put in the roof of that. So we'll have a bit of burnt sienna. I'm going to paint that, I think, dark, probably, or dark there, and a bit lighter there. So burnt sienna. I'll I'll give the roof a little bit of a wet. Right, okay, burnt sienna. Where's my burnt sienna? My burnt sienna. No, that's my burnt sienna. That's a alizarin. I'm not used to where I put these colours. So I've got three blues. I've got burnt sienna, burnt umber, alizarin crimson, light red, vermilion, and I've got some spare colours here because I've got all these compartments. So I just added to them. So let's just. We'll have a bit of umber. This is Cotman. Okay, let's put, we can put in a bit of. Well, that's wet. We're just dropping a bit of Windsor blue. And a bit of Windsor's yellow. Let's see what that makes. Bit of algae on the roof. So and a bit of red, a bit of light red. Okay, just drop that in. Just adds a little bit of character to it, and I'm going to change the brush now. That's the other number, the Pro Art number 6, which has got a lovely point to it. Right, so a nice warm colour. Because that's coming that way. That's in dark. That would be nice and warm. So burnt umber is a very nice colour for a warm stone. And we can add a bit of warm to it, or a bit of dirt. So let's put in a bit of Payne's grey, which I've got. A bit of burnt umber. Oh, just adds a little bit of colour to it. Right, then we do the other side. We'll have a nice grey, warm grey, so a bit of and I'll put my shadows in afterwards. And then we can start putting in some trees. We'll do a bit on the ground. Right, track, bit of burnt umber, bit of grey. Okay, that's just a basic wash. So that's sort of coming on to being dry. I'll highlight that with a bit of dark, so Windsor blue, cad yellow, I'm going to drop in some really dark stuff in there, in the shadow, just a few dots of darker colour. It dries lighter. Okay. Now I'll just brush in some yellowy leaves. Using that Windsor blue, you can use a bit of cobalt in that as well. And I will add some shadow colours into that as well. Let's just touch that a little bit. Okay. Right, now we'll put some distant trees in first, so some bluey trees, bluey green. There's just a bit of background. Okay, we can drop in a little bit of darker blue in there. I've got the board at quite a shallow angle, it's about 25 degrees, which is nice. I'm going to put in some burnt sienna and some ultramarine. Right. I can put some more shadow in there, but I want to do some calligraphy in there when it's dry. And that is mainly why I've ordered a 000 squirrel to try, because it's much smaller than this one. This is the number 4. It does come to a point. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, by the way. Right, let's get some nice lighter greens now. Bit of Windsor. Leave some sky holes. Okay, now we're going with some darker ultramarine, bit of light red. Drop it in while it's wet and see what happens. Much darker in there. Windsor blue, bit of that green. So one of my favourite bits of London was attacked on Friday evening. Right, now we put some, as Borough Market, we go there quite often. A lot of my family do too. It's a lovely place for my wife and I to go. The London Bridge, there's so much going on around that area of the Thames, it's beautiful. I had 2 exhibitions in Cotton's Atrium off of Tooley Street, which is by London Bridge, and sold quite a few paintings many years ago though. Next door in Hayes Galleria, a couple of art galleries there from time to time. They come and go. Alright, let's just get this highlighted around that corner there. Okay, right, while that's all drying off, I'll do a bit of calligraphy on the grass. So brighter green, cobalt, a bit of sienna in there, a bit of burnt sienna. Okay, that's all very simple. Right, now I'm going to put an edge to this here. That's the green. These are lovely brushes, the mops, I must say. I'm enjoying working with them. I'm going to have a bit of dark in there. Ultramarine and burnt sienna. That's a lovely dark. Just dropping some of this. Right, I'll add just a little bit of texture to this here with a bit of ultramarine and burnt sienna. You could get quite deft with this brush, quite flourishy, like Edward Wesson. I don't know what make he used. Oh, I would call that a shadow because from the trees coming in from the light. Right, okay. I'm going to put in some darker notes on there now. Just shadow. I'll just enhance that a little bit here, make this tree just a little bit, the shadow coming down there. Okay, and some more on the other side, ultramarine, bit of green. Right, we'll go back to the house now, or the barn, and put in a chimney, so a bit of Payne's grey, a black pipe. Okay, we have a bit of a shadow being cast on that. I find it very difficult to do hold my brush because of arthritis. Self-diagnosed, of course. Right, just get this blue under here. We're too straight because it's a barn with the roof would be a bit saggy. Trying to do too much with one brush here, I think. Over a window there. Okay, let's put a little door around here. Okay. I can't see if that's vertical because I would mask you. Oh, I might be masking the picture. Oops. Right, just rough that up a little bit. Right, now we'll don't forget, if you do your trunks too small, too thin, the trees will fall over with their own weight. So just bear that in mind. I'm hoping that when I get my number 000, it'll be a bit of more of a point. But the brushes hold a formidable amount of water. See, that's just too heavy. But I'm trying to do it with one or two brushes. I don't want to just. It's my failing, not the brush. You can have all the brushes you want, all the different colours, but unless you've put the time in to learn how to use it all, it'll come to nothing. And you've got branches crossing. I'm going to go over that with a bit more shadow. I don't want to overdo it. Put in a bit of stuff around it. Just bury the trunk. Right. So I've got all these layers of background here. Alright, let's add a bit in here. Keep those colours going. Sort of a grey blue. Well, that rain hasn't arrived. It started and then it's got sunny again. That's a very, very fine point. Probably a bit too fine. Well, no, it can't be too fine. If I press a bit harder, it'll be thick. Thick line is so delicate. Look. Right, let's go with a nice blue, ultramarine, bit of that. Bit warm, so let's have a bit of sienna with that. Right, let's just get some of that in. Okay. I think I've gone a bit low there. I don't keep that. Well, I'm going to put another level in there then, because they don't match up, do they? So a bit of burnt sienna, a bit of ultramarine, a bit of yellow. Cool, that's strong, that cadmium yellow. Right, let's just go in here with this. Oh, just adding different layers to that. It's gone a bit muddier. But never mind. Right, now we can have little figure. So let's have a bit of this cadmium red. This is it's an artist quality. It's a tiny tube of winter newtney. So we'll put him in here, so he shows up, and let's have a bit of burnt umber. That's Cotman. My next order will be for an artist's quality. So let's put him in, and a bit of blue for his jeans. Okay, let's put a bit of shadow there. Okay, well that's about all I'm going to do with that. As a little now the old fundamental paintbrush. Okay, we'll put a couple of birds in. The same brush, let's have a arrowing in. Okay, I'll put a signature in it. I'll put it in a mount. Right, clean the brush. Right, mount. Yeah, I'm still trying for the perfect angle. I've had this board on a desk propped up with a brick, but it takes space. And this, I've gone back to my little easel, my Frank Herring easel, the metal one, which is lovely. Okay, where's my board? Okay, so there we have it. Just a little rural scene. My idea of painting trees, that's gone a bit muddy, but I know what I want to do. I'll use a rigger for it. I just want to verticalise that bit there. Just any old colour there, just. Okay, that'll do. Right, thanks for watching. See what you think of that. So there was my sketch on just cheap cartridge paper, and I moved the man, made him a bit more obvious with the red. Oops, with red against all those greens. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.